Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. This is the Bermuda Locket on the Faf ladder, featuring Turin as the Aeon player, Alec, that's a Cybran. Aeon generally thought to not be the greatest on this map because Aurora have problems fighting on the expansions thanks to the terrain and also, well, mostly the terrain really is the problem for the Aurora. So that can be a problem for them, but if you're not fighting over a side, then that doesn't matter too much. Let's see the builds. Alec is not going to build any mexes. First engineer can assist the ACU. Second engineer will then have to reclaim, maybe get a mex or two as well. Or are they both going to assist? I don't think get away with that, surely. And you know, he can't. He has to... Hey, Turin says he fucked up his build order already. Well, he's not assisting his commander, that's probably a mistake. He's going to assist his factory to get some more build power out. That's not a bad idea on maps like this. Alec, yes, did definitely screwed up. Oh, the move was just a bit too far away. He missed the rock. So a bit of a stall for Alec. It's not ideal, but it's not the worst ever. He should be fine. He's going to need more reclaim though. He should be... Yeah, this might be problematic. May have a stall soon. Turin doing his build order. He didn't do it perfectly, but his build order is all about keeping most of the build power as close as possible to the ACU, basically. Concentrating it all, taking the closest reclaim, and then the rest of the engineers are contributing to get more build power and get the P-gens in the factory up. And only one is going to expand. It doesn't expand this way until afterwards. Actually getting a lot of his engineers to assist the factory. The problem is that they go idle when the unit is coming off the factory floor. See, they're all doing nothing right now. So that's one reason why you don't generally assist T1 factories, because it's actually not efficient because they go idle during roll-off. But this is fine. Alec is actually leaving with his transport already, and Turin has an inti and a scout out. He's not catching his transport. Also, his inti is slightly idle in the base. Now at home with the transport gun, Alec's going to add more P-gens. He's going to need to add more P-gens here and another factory, I guess, pretty soon. Turin has only built his transport now. Oh, and Alec only dropped in a single location. I think he should split his drop to here and here. He only had 4 engineers on board. Still, I think splitting the drop would definitely be preferable. His economy looks fine at the minute. He's going to need many engineers on power. And right now his transport returns home and he doesn't have the build power to actually drop very much. So he's going to drop a couple engineers. Maybe he'll drop up here now. Turin, meanwhile, very slow in his expansion. He's sending a bomber after this location. That's pretty good if he gets those kills. But he only has a single inti, so she'll have to see whether he can actually do any damage. Oh, there's an anti-air as well. Problematic. And Turin drops later, but he is he's splitting his drop, and also, I mean, all this reclaim is still going to be here. It's not like it's gone anywhere, so he must have a ton of reclaim to work with. Lacking for power though, for sure. 2 kills on this bomber. It's going to come in for more. The radar, I think, will be the only thing dying. Oh, he killed a unit coming out of the factory as well. And, ooh, brutal. 3 more engineers. So that's 7 kills total for that bomber. Very, very important. Bomber did a lot of damage, and Alec chose to drop his 2 engineers here, which is kind of strange. And he's also very slow expanding to the left. He could be using this transport. See, if Alec had another factory here spamming engineers, it would be a lot better for him. He could actually use this transport. He could drop here, here, here. He could drop all of these mechs. As you see how slow the expansion is on this map if you're not using transports. And this is spotted immediately somehow. It gets this air scout spotted it. On a patrol around the place. And the engineers go down, achieving nothing. Alec 1 T2 mechs, doesn't look like he's doing well. Oh, he has a couple mechs is upgrading as well now. Doesn't know what's coming here, but you gotta expect that a T1 push is not gonna really happen. Given the problems with Aurora in small areas, they would get absolutely destroyed by Medusa. So it's all about using the reclaim, spamming a lot of power so that you can actually use your mass and the reclaim and eco. And Turin also getting in the water. This is definitely a good time. I think Alec is late here with this factory, just a bit. And really lacking build power. He needs a lot more engineers in the base. Oh, I think he just clicked upgrade on many mechs, if I had to guess. That's where his mass is going, probably. Yes, here we see 3 upgrading, 4.
Commander under attack.
Quite a lot of mechs upgrades. So the important thing is that he doesn't die now. So I would be sending more engineers to get some torp defense. If you get a couple torp defense up behind factories, so that the factories block the shots and make it difficult to actually hit the torpedo launchers, then you're in a good situation. You can defend even though you have less naval build power. Alec still slow expansion. I think T2 land over here, he has a lot of build power. This would be the place to make the T2 because he doesn't really have engineers to upgrade a factory here. So all these engineers, I would just be getting this factory to T2 and getting your T2 power up because he's gonna need it. Gonna need it very soon. You really should have a T2P gen started by now, I would say, on a map like this. You can see Turin just about to start his at like 8 minutes. And timings are very fickle in Supreme Commander. Generally, they're not. You can't really play this game by timings in 1v1 generally, but it's not bad to have some idea in your head of what a reasonable time is. I like being very aggressive with his ACU. Just some chat. Yeah, this is quite aggressive from Alec. He's no units with him. Does he even know what's here? He has no radar. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. We have just a pretty small amount of units here on the right. And Yeah, Alec is really going for the economy right now. See a lot of mexes. And there we do have T2 land. His engineers were just waiting to upgrade the factory. Now we see some battle, and Alec needs to be careful. He's walking into this. His health is dropping pretty rapidly, and he's also shooting the ground, which is so annoying. He hasn't seemed to realize. He's too busy typing in chat. And now we have Aurora coming after the naval production. What is Patchy gonna do? Well, he's also making his own economy, but not too much of it. Ah, yes, he's going for Navy. We have the naval upgrade now. The T2 air, so we have Swift Winds. He's gonna try to take control of the air, make sure that's not a problem. And he's gonna go for the naval wind, and these engineers will be a great target for the frigate. He can take them out. You want to just run when you see frigates coming for the production. Just retreat your engineers just back to the beach, and then bring them back out once you've dealt with the frigates. You need to, you know, don't waste any units. To try and save whatever you can. See a raiding unit coming for your engineers, then just try hide, try avoid them. What is the plan? Is there going to be T3 land, maybe? Aha! There is. And I didn't even see that in chat. I swear. I actually had missed that. So T2 PGen. Oh, this is only the first one. It's still going up. Jeez. Unfortunate. There's a lot invested in T1 PGens. Quite a lot. Could do with some storage, some TMD on the left here to protect from TMLs, and we're also gonna need T2 Navy, no doubt, because T2 Navy is finished here. T3 land could be very good. Get some T3 drop, say here where there's economy, into the back base. And Turin's going RAS. Okay. That's unusual. Maybe it's one of those... No, he is actually making RAS. I thought it might be one of those renamed upgrades. So you can rename your upgrades in this menu here. So you can name RAS something else, like T2 or something. But no, it is in fact RAS. And I don't know why he's making RAS, to be honest. It's not, especially A on RAS does not give you very much energy. See, 1700 gives you 18 mass per tick, obviously nice, but I mean this is old gameplay. When RAS was insanely good, you would actually be making RAS at this time on Bermuda, or maybe a slightly later, but not with this RAS. I don't think that's too good of an option. Alec is making stealth, and he's not making T2 Navy at all, and he only has frigates against some sub hunters. Vesper's a really nice, very nice boat. They have very good torpedo defense, more health than the Cybran torpedoes, and quite a bit of damage. So we have bricks, and considering we have bricks, that makes me think that they're going to be dropped. If I wouldn't really be making bricks to walk them up the arm of this, where they're probably going to die to T2 Navy. Like Destros would just eat them alive, and they would never get to their target. So I think we're going to see drops. But do we have T2 air? Yeah, we do. There's the transport. Now, if you're making loyalists, you could run them up here, but still it would be better to drop those as well. Torpedo bombers out for Turin. He is aiming to win the Navy and win the game in that way. I think he generally does like to win with Navy on this map. Oh, we also have T2 RD drops. So here we go. Fervors. Huge damage. Absolutely huge damage from them. And the T2 Navy is coming. And over here we can see the problem of Aurora. Most of them not in range. The walls blocking them. Medusa gonna get plenty of kills, plenty of damage. T2 Navy on Alec, now that he has stealth, and he can go for torpedo. That would actually be a very nice option. Help him a lot. Certainly would destroy the Vesper. One Destro can do not very much versus a torpedo comp. And the RTs drop, and he's gonna lose a couple of mexes here. And oh no, he's not gonna lose the HQ though, is he? Needs to maybe, well, this is why it's nice to have T1 bombers on standby. He's not gonna, yeah, he's actually gonna lose this T2 HQ. That is sad. That is very sad. And over here, he's gonna lose 3 mexes, T2 mexes. Where are the brick drops? Well, we have this commander making RAS. He's halfway done, and there's an army coming for him. That's a bit of a pickle. Oh, so many mechs is dying. 1, 2, 3. Probably gonna have 4, 5 dying. Maybe more, who knows. Torpedo bombers coming in. That's T3 on the commander. I don't know if he should be doing that. He needs assistance. If you want to go T3, you need assistance on your ACU. Oh, these RTs doing so much work. And it looks like the frigates are moving out and could surround the destroyers, but no, the destroyers are now kiting, and the frigates will get chewed up a lot by the torpedoes of the destroyers. As the commander continues moving to T3, I think torpedo would have been nice, but I guess he can defend now, and T3 may be useful in the end. That's a T1 drop, and maybe that will drag the air over into this direction. We have another drop here, and RAS is cancelled. It was about 50% done, and RAS costs 5,000 mass. And there's bricks, and nice that he can actually drop them in the water safely. Doesn't have to drop them on land, can drop them in a safe position and then bring them out of the water. And there's P-gens here to be killed. And I don't see any other T2 P-gens. There's no P-gens on the side, so this could be quite devastating. And he's actually reclaiming T1 P-gens as well. Turin does not have much power right now. He only has 1800. This is very bad. He's gonna lose so much of his power, and all these T1 P-gens are here as well. He's not ready to see bricks come out of the water from the back of his base. He could lose the HQ as well. This P-gen is unfinished. The T1 bombers can deal with the bricks fairly soon, I guess, but not soon enough. Don't even have T2 tech in the sides to make more P-gens. Oh, the ACU is paused from the RAS. From when RAS was paused, so now he queued up P-gens and he somehow hasn't realized he's still paused. And also over here, this drop actually killed T2 mechs here and all of the other T1 mechs is on the arm, just with some T1 units. And all of the T1 P-gens are dead. 280 power, he only has a few left, and the bricks are still alive. Meanwhile, Aurora coming around the back to try and raid. There's another brick drop coming. Oh, he has to be very careful here. And yes, again, he drops in the water and he's going to walk out. T2 Navy is defending against the T1 push. Look at see how bad these fights were. So many units invested to get to this position when the T2 RT drops killed all the mechs here anyway. Which are obviously far better investment. Another drop, but this is just T1 and there's so many T1 bombers around. It gets destroyed. Now Alec should be looking to increase air production, in my opinion. And oh no. Are those Destros or frigates? They're frigates. Well, now we have 4 Aeon Destros. Look at how fast they kill this Salem. But they are sort of running directly into all these frigates. That's a pretty bad move. But Alec lost his destroyers. He only has 1 left. The bricks emerge from the water again. Where's the power for Turin? Where is he even building power? Over here, I guess? Yeah. Now you want to try and not have... How many... Yeah, this is just too many engineers. You can see they're all going to go idle. You need like 4 to 5 engineers max building power in the one order, so otherwise they're all going to be idle and the P-gen just gets built while they're walking around, so not ideal. But look at this, he's getting absolutely destroyed. The bricks are too good, and I love how he dropped them in the water. It's obviously the correct option, and a good option. And of course, there's no danger of Turin overcharging or anything. So, I mean, he could even be aiming to kill the ACU with the next bricks. To be honest, did you at least drop them? Yeah, Turin wondering. He surely didn't walk them around. No, he didn't. And Turin doing a pretty good job of just keeping his Destros alive. You can see he's still killing some navy, but he can't produce anything. He just has no power to make virtually anything, and now he's lost so much economy in mass as well that it's looking very bad. I think Alec is just in a completely dominating position now. And we may see another drop. Oh, he's going to drop here. That's a strange place. Well, he really needs to just make more air, I gotta say. Increase air production, win air. You know, Turin can't really make air anymore. And now Alec has just suicided all of his air. Look at how many swift wins there are. He's actually not going to be able to win air for quite a while, which is disappointing. I guess Navy will be the game ender for Alec. And oh, he actually dropped bricks on the left here. And there are some arties, but with a bit of micro, the arties aren't going to do anything versus the bricks, and all this economy is going to die. And look, oh, there's so many P-gens here. This would be a great spot to kill as well. See, Turin back to 1,000 power, 1,100. It's all here. Alec has not spotted it. He saw a little bit, but I guess he will be going after that soon. And yeah, Turin is just about dead. Don't really see what he can do. The RAS choice was so strange to me. I'm not sure why he was going RAS there. That's a pretty bad mistake, I think. And he ended up cancelling it. I mean, at least if he had made it and finished it, and maybe making it right here was a bad place to make it as well. But the only way he stops what happened is having power in multiple locations, and also seeing the T3 land and knowing that there's going to be drops coming. But even if you have some units ready, the bricks are going to take a hell of a long time to die, and you can see they did die here. You can see the brick wrecks, but killed almost everything anyway. Somehow didn't kill the HQ, it seems. It's a bit of an error, but he even retreats into the water away from the 2-1 bombers. And actually, this is what Alec was spending everything on. A spider bot. I didn't even realize that he had made that. Does Turin have overcharge? He does. Certainly does. All of his power now is over here. Well, virtually all of it. We actually have it. Oh no, we have T2P gens here once again. And the brick will get taken out. Not as much damage done there as could have been. But, oh, we have another brick here. Killing T2P gens again, and Turin throws in the towel before even the Monkey Lord gets halfway across the map. The power of T3 land. Look at those bricks. It's a really nice move from Alec to drop them in the water. That was the main thing. He would not have been able to pull off those drops, but on the land. But because of the sheer number of swift winds, but landing them in the water, walking them out, and they're right out of the water into the most vulnerable part of the base. No defenses, no shield, and all of the power. And Turin could not come back from that. And followed up with drops in other spots to kill a lot of economy. So, well played, Alec and Turin. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.